All right. Good morning on the East Coast of the United States of America. I'm Justin Bondietti, Grant Cardone licensee. I'm coming to you this morning with something a little different. I've been helping folks with objections lately and just giving them some word tracks, some scripts, things like that, ways to handle objections. Um, I do closes usually in the evenings, and then do a little motivation midday, that sort of thing. But this morning I wanted to come to you with some information about handling objections, or really a lot of different parts of the sales process. So with objection handling, with closing, with presenting, doing everything you're doing, making phone calls, walking up, talking to people. Um, there's got to be an understanding between the sales mechanics and the sales principles. And what I mean by that is, Grant Cardone says that the principles are senior to the mechanics of selling, and the mechanics are the okay. Say this, do this. Like, it's the specific, like your scripts. Word for word. Everybody wants like the magic bullet. They want the golden script. They want that one thing that they can say that's going to like convert everybody. The issue with that is everybody's different. Everybody's their own person, right? There's tons of different objections out there. There's tons of different responses and ways that people are going to communicate with you. So although you can plan for them, and you'll get better over time as you take one objection and you write it down, and you write down how you're going to respond to it, and you start testing it in the marketplace. You're role playing it with your coworkers, you're role playing it by yourself, and then you're testing it, and you're trying to see, like, okay, can I deliver this effectively? That is absolutely essential. But there's got to be an understanding. That's the mechanics. There's got to be an understanding of the principles of, when you're writing down your response, why are you responding that way? What are you doing? What are you doing, and why are you doing it? So the mechanics, like what you're doing, and then the principles, like why you're doing it. I don't have like notes or a book to show you on this one. I'm just coming to you just with some raw info on having an understanding of the mechanics and principles in sales. And hopefully, my intent with this is to hopefully help you as a salesperson look at what you're doing as far as how you're responding, how you're developing your responses. You're developing how you're going to do what you do, and think on it as far as, okay, I need to figure out the mechanics of this, but I also need to think about, why am I going to say this? Why am I doing that? The principle of what you're doing. So for example, if someone needs to think about it, right? Like, there's a script for that. There's several scripts that you can follow, ways to handle it. But the principle behind it is understanding that they need to think about it because they're uncertain on something. They're uncertain on something that you don't know about, and that's a problem. That's a problem for you. That's a problem for them, because you can't be confident that you're helping them unless you know what they're uncertain about. So if somebody needs to think about it, right, we need to identify first, the person. We agree. We always agree. We're agreeing that from their perspective, from their situation, that this is how they're seeing the situation. Absolutely. Totally understand you see it that way. Totally get it that you need to think about it. Completely understand. But let me ask you, do you need to think about it because of this or because of this? Right? We're asking that question because we're trying to dive into it, because that person that needs to think about it might not even know what it is they need to think about. They just know, like, oh, I'm uncertain about something. I really don't know. And of course, they probably won't even use that term, uncertain. They're probably going to be like, I don't know. I was talking to somebody the other day and asking them about their situation and what it would do for them if we could solve this problem that they wanted solved, and they weren't really sure. So it's helping people understand why they want something, what they're doing. A lot of times people, they got to think through their own thoughts, right? They got to work through it. So as a salesperson, like I tell everybody this, the reason that it clicked for me and I started loving sales is helping people make good decisions that improve their situation. And of course, I love it when people come back and they're like, so glad you helped me get this over that. Like, you're the salesperson. That's what you should be doing, is helping people make a good decision. You should know more about your product, your service, your industry than the customer coming to you. Now, sometimes, for example, I'll pick on dirt bikes, right? Uh, you dirt bike riders out there, y'all, my goodness, man, you want to know every technical aspect of everything, the clutch, everything. Where was it made? I don't know. There was a little while I sold motorcycles and whatnot, and whether it was street bikes, used Harleys, uh, shoot, man, dirt bikes, all sorts of things, and the dirt bike riders, man, they killed. I got slaughtered with dirt bike riders because they were just so technical. I mean, busting out user manuals and owner's manuals, all this stuff, right? Service manuals. They want to go talk to the people in service. But that's a great opportunity as a salesperson to learn that and know that crowd and to be able to help them and service them, because they want to get out there and perform. They want to get out there and have some fun. It's a serious business, right? It's not just you're not just buying something because it looks pretty, okay? But I'm getting off on a tangent there. But essentially, you've got to understand the principles behind the mechanics. So if you're one of those salespeople like, oh, the script sucks. Okay, well, what is the intent? What are you trying to do with each part of the script? Why are you saying this? Why are you responding that way? Start asking why. If you don't know why you're doing something, like, that's a problem. You're not going to be committed to doing it. You're not going to have the zeal, the enthusiasm to do it if you don't really understand what you're doing and why you're doing it. So look at the mechanics, absolutely know them, practice them, role play them, but you need to get into the realm of understanding, okay, regardless of if I don't know what to say, I understand what needs to happen, why I need to do whatever, right? Like, Grant has in the Grant Cardone rebuttal manual, he goes over, and in Cardone University and other places, a very specific way to handle complaints and objections and things like that. And it has a framework because it follows the principles, not necessarily a specific script, although it creates scripts. It follows principles. So if you know the principles, if you know the steps, okay, I need to do this. Why am I doing that? Okay, then next it would lead to this. More so, and I'm not talking on a macro level, like, okay, I need to greet somebody, I need to fact find, I need to do a product demonstration. I'm talking like take it down even more detailed, right? Like handling objection. What are the 6 steps for handling an objection? Right? What are the 6 wickets that you need to hit when you're handling an objection? Why each one? Like, what is it doing? What's the purpose of each piece? So those are things that I encourage you to think on. I'll do some more on say like the principles behind handling objections later. I just want to throw that out there to you. Hey, also too, not part of this, but separate. I went to a dinner last night, a networking dinner last night, which was amazing. Network in Action. Check them out. I'm part of Network in Action now, and been a part of them for a week or two now. Been to a meeting. We did a dinner last night, but they brought a special guest, Sue Brooke, S-U-E Brooke, with an E at the end, B-R-O-O-K-E, Sue Brooke. Look her up, SueBrooke.com. She's with Alignable, and she travels the country doing like networking events and helping bring people together. And her sole purpose is to help people, specifically like business owners, small to medium business owners, use Alignable in their local area and grow their business. So if you love to connect with her, check her out. I got one of her cards here. Oh yeah, I got to tell you about this card thing. I don't know if you all can see that, but Sue Brook, trying to show everyone here, SueBrook.com, right? Check her out. Awesome lady. Great story. Amazing person. And then Alignable, I got a hat. Get to add to my hat collection. I don't really wear hats too much, right? But got a hat to add to my collection, so I'm excited about that. Okay, yeah, card. Okay, so these cards. So those of you that are looking for ways to follow up, right? You're looking for ways to follow up, to be creative. So check out this this website, cardsfromsue.com. CARDS from Sue, SUE.com. Check it out. It's pretty cool. It's a unique way. It's a unique way of staying in contact, staying in touch with folks. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk with you later.